Yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. Pain for their disease. Breathe just like a weed, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. Flip cards in the weekend, harmless. Take to the
Well, welcome to Primetime as we kick off our Week 2 build-up to Locked In. 2 more qualifiers here tonight, as well as some massive bouts resolved around the Women's Championship. It's a big-time fight feeling tonight, so why don't we send it to the ring to get to our first Locked In qualifier.
Oh yeah, Badge, we are in Canada for tonight's episode of Primetime.
The following contest is a fatal 4-way match. Making her way to the ring, representing American made from Knoxville, Tennessee, Ivy Nile.
And while the Canucks have had a torrid season here, in the NHL, tonight in this beautiful arena, you are about to see some great wrestling action, and we're kicking off the night with that fantabulous women's locked in qualifier. Four of the biggest stars in this prospects division, all vying for that spot. We've got the Iron Pitbull as the first star, and well, we're bringing in some glamour for the second option in this one. Prospects divisional finalist Blake Monroe ready to go here and make it all the way to Locked In for a chance to battle Alexa Bliss as well as BFAB.
And her opponents, first from London, England, Blake Monroe.
Monroe, we know, can and will deliver some prolific offense if given the opportunity to. High flying, striking, and just downright a blonde bombshell. As for Nile, she brings that technical wrestling, grappling, former IPW Underground Women's Champion.
And representing No Quarter Catch Crew from Dallas, Texas, Red Sinclair.
I would have to say, Sinclair brings a similar style to Nile. It's all about that technical wrestling, it's about that brawling aspect. Realistically, I wouldn't be shocked if this bout ends via submission. Sinclair known for that wrench and really trying to win out the competition in that style. But we round.
From Miami, Florida.
But we round out the field with a little bit of Lola. It's that knockout power in that fiery little body. Some might call it a little firecracker. While Vice, we know, can and will bring that dashing style. She can also hit you with that spinning back fist and put you to sleep. Your opener is set. Locked in, stakes on the line. One of these four will be going to the live event. The others have to sit and watch at home. We get underway, and well, it's gonna be Monroe and Vice battling. And Ren and Niall on the other side. It's so the technical wrestlers will be battling out, and well, the more striking, stylistically fighters will be battling on the other side. Nice punches connecting there from Monroe. As on the other side, it's Ren lending her own flurry of offense. Nice roundhouse, followed up with an elbow to the back. Great work there by Sinclair. Irish whip now sends Lola into the corner, but Monroe, the new target, able to escape, and a nice belly to back suplex. Gonna work out for her, but she eats some rolling thunder. Niall. Monroe not gonna sit down for long, gets back up quite quickly, and now looking to deal a stalling vertical, but Niall escapes out the back door. Well, if you're unaware of how these fatal four-ways work, it is no DQ, no countout. Only ways to win are via pinfall or submission. Niall, nice combo inside the ring as Ren targeting Vice. Monroe finding back to her feet. The glamour we know solid in this style of matchup. In fact, all four, I believe, of these women battled in that initial Prospects tournament. Obviously, I'd say of the four, Monroe got the most out of it. Furthest in the tournament. And while certainly didn't surmount to a win in the entirety of it all, she did still step up to the competition as Vice gets flattened by Sinclair on the outside. Monroe continuing to battle with Niall, who is slowly getting to her feet, but, well, Blake's had a little turn around in terms of who she's going after. A nice little kendo stick to the head of Sinclair, and, well, hello, Niall. Nice big powerbomb there onto Blake. Can't hit the roundhouse, and in fact gets caught up here. Hooked up, and bang, the big time knee. Monroe connects, but she also connects with the headbutt into that baseball bat. Blake not going to let that dissuade her from continuing the punishment. Sends Sinclair and Lola are running back on the grind against Ivy Niall. The taunting coming out from Lola and Sinclair on the outside. More willing to do that than beat up each other. Inside the ring, Niall gets to swinging. And we've traded partners here. It's Lola and Niall versus one another. Ren had a little tussle with Monroe and will continue said tussle. Not much longer though. Sinclair backs away and is going to, looks to be going after Niall, it seemed. Now going to meet a bit of the glamour head on. Sinclair takes the back, inverted face buster. Brings down Blake. Oh, big time chair shot. Connects onto Vice as well. Niall's taking her out of the game. Ren trying to connect though. Gets caught. Monroe. What's she looking for here? Snapmare. Standing up. Charges in. Beautiful drop kick. Sinclair catches her. Looks to be a roll up here. Has it in tight. But a quick kick out from Blake keeps the bout alive. I believe that was a green blade plunge from Sinclair, who looks to fly, does connect, stops Niall's efforts to stop the high-flying offense. If we were to compare the technical wrestling aspect of both Niall and Sinclair, obviously submissions in their forefront, but realistically, Sinclair more known for the high-flying offense. It's grappling and very much power from Niall. But while they are similar in their core strategies, they both bring different styles to the plate. And that's what makes this bout a little more interesting, as Lola looking to fly. Monroe lining up Niall, but Ren's got different plans in her head. Grabs a hold of Monroe, stops her from getting the big offense. A BFT from Sinclair. Glamour shot from Blake. Both hitting large. But Sinclair got the pinfall attempt off. However, it isn't the dub for her. And in fact, she's going to be head-butted into a new century. Monroe lines her up and lands that big-time knee. I think Niall's looking for that torture rack. Trying to get that locked in onto Blake, but he fights back. And now it's just Lola having to deal with the glamour. I may have spoke too soon. As Sinclair steps into play, but she eats the boots of the brick. Eyes onto Ivy. Lining up Sinclair off the rope. She's going to go. She does, I believe, connect. But it's not going to look too pretty for her, as there's a chair from the glamour into the back, and Niall eats. No, not going to eat the knee. In fact, she fires off a roundhouse down low and sends Blake over the top rope. The glamour, though, stays in it. Fights back with a shoulder tackle, tries to go for that drop kick, but Niall pushes her aside. Ivy trying to kick down low, caught, but no. Gonna get a mat slam take down. Meanwhile, outside the ring, it's Vice with the roundhouse combination, putting Sinclair down and potentially out of the fight. Of the stars, you kind of have to think that Blake is in the best position, not absorb that much punishment of the three other ladies in this bout. Sinclair, I believe. Well, I thought I had dealt with the glamour, but Monroe's still there. Tosses her into the ring. Well, we see Blake feeling it. In she comes. Caught though, standing at Steel. Niall wise to what the glamour wanted. Meanwhile, Ren, boom, big time axe kick, puts down Vice. She's caught, tossed. Now the striking, battling between all these stars begin, but it's the Muay Thai knee strikes to the body for Lola, who deals with the glamour cover here. Broken up by both Sinclair and Niall. Rolling Thunder connects for Ivy. Super kick for Niall. Sorry, for Vice, I should say. As we're trading big maneuvers, Blake catches. No. Does. Bang! Down goes Lola. Ren into the corner. Monroe setting her up. Oh, tries to hit big onto Niall, but a standing SCO going to be the fate of Blake. Sinclair fights off the top corner, hooks up Niall, a little BFT, spikes the head of Niall into the canvas. Lola is up and will break it up. No win in sight just yet for any of these ladies. They've gotten close on a couple of occasions, and that occasion could be now. Blake, bang! You do not taunt in the face of the glamour. Sling blade, dropping Vice. Ren exits the ring, knows that there is a Niall in her path. Looking to part it. Vice and Blake battle inside the ring. Roundhouse combos come through. Down goes Monroe and the cover follows it. Quickly. Niall in. Saved the matchup for herself. Crossbody leaping through the sky goes Ren. We're down to 2 standing in the ring. Sinclair dropping Vice. Niall getting back up, but she's getting up into a sledgehammer. The shot not going to connect instead. Big time DDT. Sinclair spiking the head of Niall and busts her open. And Ren cooking on all cylinders. Powerbomb position with Vice. Looking to put her down via a gunson, but breakthrough. Sling blade connects. Down goes Ren, and up comes the chair into the hands of the glamour. Bang! Bang! Not going to get the third bang. Instead, eats a clothesline, but Niall, Dragon Sleeper, hooks it in tight on Ren. No one there until Lola intervenes, and there's a German to put Niall down. Nice view here of Ren as the battling. Pretty stiff. Ren rolls out. Why is the camera focused just on her? I don't know. Blake caught. Busted open. Niall hooking her up. Up top. Torture rack position. Monroe in trouble. The glamour bailed out by Vice. Sinclair catches her. A jawbreaker putting down Vice, and Niall caught as well. Ren lies in wait, looking to spike Niall's head into the canvas once more. A BFT, and the cover isn't enough. Monroe is in, and there's the stomp to keep the bout alive. Boom, codebreaker. Lola taunting on the outside. Could come in, cause some carnage as Blake. Skull-crushing finale into the cover. Lola there to break that one up as well. Everyone in the right position at the right time. Monroe, does connect to the back of the knee. Fights off Niall's grasp. Jawbreaker fights off Lola's grasp. Here by Niall. Ren battles now with Monroe. Scoops her up, can't follow through. Pinfall here. Monroe with the Scorpion Death Drop as Niall stacked up Vice. Now a cover from Blake. 1, 2, 3. She gets it. Niall distracted from trying to get the win. Tried to use that kendo to put a little bit more stick on to Vice. But in the end, Monroe gets it done. A little cheeky, utilizing that middle rope. As we see the action unfoiling in front of us here in the replays. The damage was dealt throughout all of this battle. This was a close affair, but here we have it. The kendo stick picked up. Niall turns around and sees, well,
Here is your winner, Blake Monroe.
the Glamour had the 3 count. Well, gets another chance to battle for the Prospects Championship as she is heading to Locked In. Massive victory here. We've got more massive bouts following it up right now. Well, I am a big fan of epic openers. And how about we follow it up with a nice panel here in the television division. As we welcome back Yoshiki Inamura to the Primetime Arena.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Odawara, Japan. Weighing in at 265 pounds, Yoshiki Inamura.
Inamura, unsuccessful in his opening bout here in IPW, but realistically, it was a great showing. Almost coming out trumps, but tonight, the competition is a nice, welcoming one to his very weird haircut. Let's be honest. Party on one side, awkwardness on the other. Oh no! I'm gonna cut that point short. Rusev, the Redeemer, getting involved before the bout even happens. Attacking Trick Williams. My word. That was unexpected, but obviously we were wanting Tricky Willie versus Yoshiki Inamura, and it looks like Trick is willing to still fight here after the assault by Rusev. From my understanding, it clearly the Redeemer unsettled after losing to Williams prior to our massive live event Love Dive. Williams got the W there over Rusev in pretty easy fashion after weeks of Rusev tormenting opponents, beating them with ease, and then just after them bouts ended, sticking them in the accolade. Well, clearly Trick got the better of him. One trick shot was enough to put away Rusev. And now clearly Rusev not over that loss. Oh, Trick tonight has to look past that assault. Gonna have to deal with Yoshiki as he leaps into the air, driving in that clothesline. But Inamura, he's fired up. He knows that he wasn't involved in Rusev's attack there, and he has the opportunity to beat a weakened Trick Williams. Trick Willie, though, not gonna stay down without a fight, though. Has control here over Yoshiki, but Inamura capable of fighting. Nice clubbing blow to the back. Drives that in home onto Williams. May have been go for a pounce there. Gets caught off guard, though. And Williams, he's got control now. Stomping onto the back of the arm. If one trick shot was enough to put away Rusev, you have to feel it's the same here for Inamura, but Yoshiki's not going to allow Williams to charge at him for free. Flies back with a nice shot and, well, gets caught here though. Brought down to the canvas. Williams looks to keep the punishment going. Up, down with the Uranagi.
bookend of sorts. And now an Irish whip. Bang! Trick shot collides into the skull. And that is a ball game. Again, one and done. One of the most prolific maneuvers it seems here on Primetime. That trick shot putting away another target. And after being assaulted early by Rusev, it's still not enough for Yoshiki to find the dub here tonight.
Here is your winner, Trick Williams.
What the flip? Why is he stood on the apron? Anyway, Williams victorious, but I have a feeling the story with Rusev is not over just yet. Well, I've just briefly noticed that our women's prospects locked in matchup all has bees involved in it. Bliss, BFAB, and Blake all battling for that.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Victoria, British Columbia, Canada, Chelsea Green.
Allow me to do that beautiful intro. It's Chelsea Green, the former women's tag team champion, in action, of course, here on Primetime. And I believe she is competing in tag team action here as well, alongside her standard tag partner in Piper Niven. No new member, clearly, to the Secret Harvest just yet.
And her partner, from Ayrshire, Scotland, Piper Niven.
As the Secretary of Slay, Piper Niven. I believe that's her title, but hey, it is what it is. Niven and Green, obviously at Love Dive, lost the titles back to Fatal Influence. And I would call this a warm-up, a precursor to what's to come. But their opponents here tonight, it's a bit of hate, but they're not coming out alone. It's, Fatal Influence assaulting Saya and Momo prior to the bell. Green and Niven handed a little bit of an advantage coming into this one. And it's not the first assault here tonight. Eve Torres really letting people just go out willy-nilly and assaulting the people they've got a little bit of a heated rivalry with. As we get underway, it's Momo Watanabe and Chelsea Green starting this one off. Hey, we know last week picked up a massive W over Stephanie Vakir and Zarya. And prior to that, picking up victories against Michin and Carmen Petrovic. This team's the in-form unit here in the women's tag team division, but obviously Fatal Influence we've seen time and again step up to the level of competition. And this you could kind of call a title eliminator of sorts, but with the fact that Fatal Influence already getting involved, already targeting hate here, it's not a good sign for them.
heading into Locked In, where we could see Hate versus Fatal Influence. That would be a very interesting bout, as Momo now battling off against Green. Takes back control, but Green fights back. Watanabe, we have seen deliver some big time strikes, as that's a beautiful PK down low. Gonna allow Green to make the tag, as I'd say the two powerhouses for these two units coming to blows. Niven hooks up Momo. Diamond's carry with Watanabe's body, but elbows to the side of the head gonna cause separation and allow Watanabe to escape. He escapes only for a second, as she is tossed across the ring here by Niven. Piper. History between her and Watanabe going back to Stardom, where Watanabe and Niven were allied in Queen's Quest. Obviously, Piper, real known back then as Viper. There's a big time knee to the side of the face. Momo catches her. Cover here as well, only good for one though. That was certainly out of the blue from Watanabe, but big time headbutt from Niven. Drops Watanabe with ease, but the Black Peach, bang, detonation kick, putting down Niven, but only for a second. As Piper, well, she gets caught in the end of that combo, but Piper dealing out damage as Momo, bang, nice dropkick, sends Niven crashing to the outside. Tension now shifts to Green, who's hung up on the ropes, and why not? 10 beats of the ballad. Perfect to dish out onto Chelsea. And she's going to have a hard fall here. Bang, crashing to the floor. Electric chair for Momo. Pops her and drops her. Big time forearm smash from Watanabe. And well, Momo has been a one-person wrecking crew for Hate here. Now it's time for Saya to pick up the pieces. Spins around and drives her into the canvas. Massive maneuver there from Kamitani, and she's not done. Drops the knee across the skull. Cover here onto Niven. And Green forced to break that one up. Saya Kamitani has just been a firecracker of sorts here. Ever since debuting, she has been a solid wrestler. Obviously, the debut came during that Rumble, alongside a compatriot that's also found her way now onto Primetime. As the cover there, good for two. Niven almost stole this bout, and I say stole. It has been purely Hate in control, but a black hole slam puts down Saya, and the control is shifting back to the former women's tag team champions. Green, caught, eats a gut kick, I should say. Not kink. That's a bit weird, unless she likes that. If not, then yikes. Anyway, Saya up, down, nice Hurricane Rana, bringing down Green. Chelsea, we know, is kind of the raw firepower for this untapped potential lineup of Green and Niven. But she can fight back, deliver big shots. That Unprettier, a very big weapon in her arsenal, as is the Rough Rider. Right now, it's not any of that as she delivers a snake eyes up to Saya, but Kamitani ascends up top, but gets up just to eat the dropkick from Green. Mitani rolls out the way. Caught, though, and Irish whipped into Green and Niven's corner, but the fight back is there as Green sent into hateful territory, and a tag's going to work out here for Saya and Momo. Momo up top, launches into that shoulder tackle. Saya tagged out to give Watanabe the chance to strike here against Green. But Chelsea trapping Momo in the corner, but Watanabe able to find out, drops kicks down low, tag made, and back into the ring comes Saya. Black Peach and Kamitani working together well. Saya trapped in the corner as Green using her limber legs, flexible as ever, just choking Saya here, and that has certainly evened out this bout. I have to feel that when Piper was in this one against Momo, Watanabe had control. But since Saya has entered the picture, it's been all Green and Niven. Perhaps it's time for that to change as well. Saya, she's repeating what Green just did. A little boot to the face, stretching out Niven. Why not? It's a hateful move. It's a cocky, brash decision. Well, it works out for this team of Saya and Momo. Kamitani escapes just to allow Momo to enter. And well, it's the backdrop combo. Up and down goes Momo, and Green now looking to pick her up. Flatliner putting Momo in trouble. Cover here, good for two. And a big kick out by the Black Peach. Keep this bout alive. Watanabe, we know, can just step up on a dime. Needs to do so here, because I've got a feeling Green's going to look for that Unprettier any chance she can get. Watanabe scraping the face. The boots come through. Why not? Charge! Bang! Through Green's face with the boot, and the cover to follow suit. But it's only a one. Watanabe up, down, the Sonado, the double knees connect from out of nowhere. Green down, the cover good for one thanks to Niven's intervention. The Black Peach has the opportunity to put away Green. Not going to be the case. Backslide here. Chelsea trying to steal it. Momo escapes it. Green not done. German into the corner. The head ricocheting off the turnbuckle pad. Why not? Boots to the back as well. Green finding just some pure dominance here. And just brutalizing Momo. Did not look, though, for that Unprettier. And you have to feel that's going to come sooner rather than later. However, Niven comes in, looking to pick up the pieces that her leader has given her. Them pieces still have fight in them, as Watanabe sending Niven into the corner. Scoop up. Niven just driving the back of Momo into the turnbuckles. Cover here and a quick kick out. Watanabe has so much fight left in her. But how much is a lot? Because right now she is being tested. Niven tries to drop the knee. Momo tries to grapple and does manage to do so, but Niven fights out of it. Tries to go down low. Both ladies charge at one another.
But it's the Sonado. The double knees from Momo that find the mark. Green gets to tag in. She capitalizes off of Momo going up top. The grapple attempt. Watanabe able to get it instead now. Still targeting. Niven drives in that European uppercut. Green caught. Sonado! This time it's a cover for Momo. Niven once more there, keeping the bout alive. Watanabe has stepped up here to even the playing field in this bout. Remember, it was Fatal Influence who attacked Hate prior to everything happening. Straight jacket suplex from Kamitani. Oh, caught. Goes to the wrong corner. What's she doing here? Pointing at Green, but gets caught. Super kick from Chelsea. Irish whip reversed. Here is Green, looking to put in a little bit more punishment. That boot, the stretch, it's just a thing of beauty. Chelsea now sends Saya running, but it's reversed once more. Kamitani trying to punish Green, but she won't get it. And in fact, it's a tag in. Piper's legal. And it's the world's prettiest scoop slam. Followed up with a cover, Niven into it. Momo happy to break that one up. To keep Hate in this battle. Sayer fights back. Finally, her chance to strike. Putting Niven in the corner. Charging in. This time she connects. And the boot comes through as well. Niven entered the ring now. Not in a good place. Fights back out of the corner. Kamitani caught. Reverses the whip though. What's she thinking here? Niven perched up top by Saya. But there's the big scoop into the Michinoku. Driven into the canvas is Saya Kamitani. Cover here, good for 2. Make it 3. As Chelsea and the Secret Hervis, aka Piper Niven, earn this W. After, let's be honest, some heroics from Momo trying to keep the bout alive, but Saya could not get the job done. And I'm gonna be honest with you, the Fatal Influence Assault also plays dividends in this bout. Realistically,
here are your winners, Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, the Secret Hervis, and Chelsea Green.
so realistically, this title bout, well, this bout at the top of the division, it wasn't clean. And I have a feeling it's going to be ran back sooner rather than later. Well, this is certainly a more fitting song for the golden glow of the Rainmaker. Let the money fly here in Vancouver.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Japan, weighing in at 236 pounds.
Well, thanks for that, Micro. Did not expect to hear your voice. But yes, the Rainmaker. He's been making a splash as of late here on Primetime. Last week, getting involved in that second bout of the evening where the American Nightmare battled Sami Zayn, as well as getting involved at Love Dive as special referee for Cody and Roman Reigns' title bout. The Rainmaker now has his first match in a while. And well, this one, it's going to the extreme.
And his opponent from Battle Creek, Michigan, weighing in at 235 pounds, Rob Van Dam!
A little early, Mike Rome, but none to worry. The crowd does it for you. RVD here in the Primetime Arena. Looking to bring it to the next level. Rob Van Dam. High flying, innovative, and just a pain to deal with. Well, this is not an Extreme Rules or an ODQ match. Van Dam, you have to feel very even with the Rainmaker. Skills, pedigree, matched. As the accolades for Van Dam are very high. Former ECW World Champion, former WWE Champion, World Heavyweight Champ as well. TNA Championships held. RVD has seen the top of the mountain on several occasions, and now he gets to take it to the Rainmaker, who he's got massive achievements in his belt. IWGP World Heavyweight Champion several times over. And a litany of championships through New Japan. But his latest championships, the International Championship in AEW, Continental Classic Champion. He's done a lot in a short span of time in AEW, but realistically, here in IPW, he's looking to make an impact. Snapdragon into the bridging suplex here for the Rainmaker. Forces RVD out of the ring. As Okada stepping up to deliver punishment, but the lights have gone out here. The American Nightmares music plays. For a brief second, RVD gone up. But it's not going to result into much. Okada still in control. RVD escaping out of that perilous position. Cody clearly wanting to get under the nerves of the Rainmaker. Can you blame him? Nice slam there from RVD, putting Okada in the drop zone, and RVD split-legged moonsault into the cover. 1, 2. Nearly puts the Rainmaker to bed. But as we're saying, it's gamesmanship coming out from Okada and Cody as RVD launches his body into Okada and sends both of them over the top rope. But tonight has certainly been pandemonium, craziness in every bout. And it has not been a clean night, that's for sure. I guess when you go to the home of hockey in Canada, you get to see just the carnage, the brawls, just a let loose here in IPW. Now as Okada controls the arm, punishing RVD. Looking to maybe set up for that Rainmaker. Wrist control already established as the knees go into the back. The count. Count starting to get up there. Closing in on 5. Well, we've reached 5 now. RVD tries to hit the basement dropkick. And then Okada just wisely rolls in, doesn't allow it. Hooks up. And there's the Rainmaker. Connects it flush onto RVD. Good for 2. Nearly gets the 3. Okada springboard tries to hit the moonsault. Knees go up from RVD. These two just continue to brawl. RVD hooks up Okada, takes him to the powerbomb position. He's not going to powerbomb him. Instead, a swirly staggers Okada into that corner. No springboard, though, to follow it up. RVD caught at the pass, and, well, the Rainmaker, he's fired up now, charges in, the boot scrape connects. Going for the cover. Has he done enough here? 1, 2. Big hick out there by the ECW legend. Hardcore icon that is RVD. Bent running. Picked up, but not going to be punished. Oh, nice dropkick down south. That is a punishing maneuver. As Okada lines up RVD, takes him up top. Bang into the corner. Snake eyes from Kazuchika Okada. Alley-oops out RVD into a swirly. My word. That came from out of nowhere. And the Rainmaker's not done. Ascends to the second rope. Drops the axe across the skull. He lies in wait. Looking to strike. But gets caught. RVD fighting back. Hooks up Okada for a bow driver. Head gets spiked. 1, 2. And the shoulder comes up for the Rainmaker. But he's in trouble for a little rolling thunder. No. The knees come up for that. No rolling thunder just yet. Okada this time around the world. Tombstone spikes him. We had a normal pile driver. Now we've got a tombstone. But that's not the end of it. Rainmaker connects. Okada into the cover. And that is that. Well, we got rid of the initial traditional Japanese music for Okada's entrance. It comes back for the victory, but it doesn't matter. Because this bout, it was quick. Let's be honest. But it was brutal. I'm surprised neither man got busted open, but finally Okada got RVD up for this spinning tombstone. He was looking for it several times over, but couldn't get it. Then again for the second time, spins out RVD, connects with the Rainmaker, and that is a simple ball game with that one.
Here is your winner.
Okada once more gets the dub. And that's a pretty impactful one. Closing in on Locked In with the American Nightmare firmly in his sights. And clearly, Cody wants to dissuade Okada's rise to the top. Well, it's finally time. Finally time for her primetime debut.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Japan, the Queen,
Utami Hayashishita. Last week, staked her spot atop of this women's division. Tonight, she gets to prove why she earned that title shot at Love Dive to face Big Time Bex. And tonight, she's proving it in a singles match. No backup needed. Granted, I don't know who she'd get to back her up, but let's be honest, the Red Queen has come into Primetime fired up and ready to conquer this women's division. Well, there's the champion. Fallon Henley pointing at her hand. Injured, obviously, she competed last week against Asuka to reclaim her championship. Asuka did manage to lock in an armbar, but it's clearly affected Fallon, who was probably scheduled to face off against the Red Queen in a title eliminator. Not going to be the case. Instead, we get Lainey Reed up against the Red Queen, Utami Hayashishita. I'd say this matchup favored for Utami. The Red Queen has dispatched heavy competition on the build-up to Love Dive previously, just to rattle off some names in that build-up. Well, the first one on my big old list of stars, Liv Morgan, was there. She special refereed the Nia Jax Becky Lynch bout. Utami beat Lash Legend, the other standout during the Turmoil matchup. And then prior to Love Dive, she had one heck of a showing alongside Obafemi in a losing effort against Big Time Bex and Will Ospreay, but it wasn't Utami's fault as there's that rolling neck breaker through from Reed. Slow count here from a referee. This your co-main event, and Reed, we can see, here to deliver some heavy punishment, but caught Saido'd here by Utami. We know what Utami can do when given control of a situation. Crucifix bomb. Oh, gonna stop the control as Reed, now belly to belly, puts down the Red Queen. Hayashishita in trouble as Reed's calling her shot. It's not gonna connect. Utami evades, goes down south with a punch, and then follows up with a knee strike. I'm actually surprised that Reed has come out alone. Obviously, we saw Fallon on the top of the stage, but not going to follow her down, and in fact, allows Reed to just do this battle on her own. Certainly a test for the latest member of Fatal Influence. Spinning pump kick connects for Reed. Off the rope she goes, charges in, tries to hit the senton. Not going to be able to get it, and in fact, that's going to be a costly mistake for Utami. As Reed lies in wait, looks to strike here. Laney sends off Utami, hooks her up, but out the back door goes the Red Queen. She's going to bring her down with a belly to back suplex. Utami really needs this win to back up what she said last week. She's here to make an impact, and well, that's one way to do so. Big time toss puts down Reed, and that's the taunt. It means that it's probably nighttime. Here for Laney, put into the corner. Utami not going to be able to follow it up. Instead, eats a neck breaker from Reed. Cover here as well. But a quick kick out by the Red Queen. Obviously, we've seen a lot of Fatal Influence here tonight. Jane and Nyx attacking. Kate. Fallon backing out of this challenge. And Reed, well, she is stepping up to this one. The only member we haven't seen here is Kiana James, but I don't think that's too unwelcome by the IPW faithful. Reed takes waist control, but can't follow it up. In fact, it's going to be Utami following up. Judo throw up, down, bulldog choke. Going to be transitioned into more of a camel clutch. High elevation gets broken up here. Reed, well, fires off a big-time chop. Catches a punch straight back from Utami. But the Red Queen not going to back down. These two going blow for blow. Stiff right from Reed, and Utami just ushering on the punishment. Fires off a chop of her own, but I think Reed's got the better of the Red Queen. Big time chop. Now it's knife edge chops being exchanged. And well, comes to blows. I've got a feeling Laney's winning out this exchange. Indeed she does. Staggers the Red Queen. Hooks her up. Spins her out with a Blue Thunder. Cover here onto Utami. Good for two. Forces the Red Queen to kick out. Utami in trouble. Hooked up. Or so it would seem. The arm wrench in play, but the punches from Utami break the hold, and down goes Laney. Kick down south. Argentine rack into the big time bomb. Utami sends her flying, and the Red Queen strikes and goes for the cover. 1, 2, nearly. The Red Queen was on the brink of defeat, now battles back, seizing control. Oh, big shots connect. Oh, and it's gonna bust open Reed. Welcome to Primetime, kid. Eat the punches, as I'll eat them steel steps for you. Laney now hooks up the neck and drops it down onto the knee. Stiff shots coming through here as the action on the outside. Not the best place, because there's a count of 6. Utami sends Reed running, enters the ring at a count of 7. She's fired up here. Count of 8. Make it a 9. Laney charges in, beats the 10, and now hooks up Utami. Catches her. Bang! Knee strike connects. Cover onto the Red Queen. 1, 2, 3. Nearly enough to win it. It felt like that was a done deal. Utami out of commission, rolls through, hits the neck breaker. But straight back up is Utami, who hooks her up. Torture rack position into the torture rack bomb. Cover here for Utami. 1, 2, 3. That is why she earned the shot at Love Dive. The fight back from the Red Queen. As we see this replay of all the action, Reed really stepped up to the plate here against Utami as a welcoming committee. It's almost a 10. Reed then enters, grabs the hands, bang, I thought that would have been the knockout shot to put away Utami. Reed thought it was as well, but bang, the shoulder comes up. Then the torture rack bomb, and Reed is done and dusted.
Here is your winner, the Queen!
Welcome to Primetime, Utami Hayashishita. A hard-fought battle to kick off your time here, but she is still victorious. And well, with fatal influence breathing down her neck, could this be a charge at Fallon Henley for the Red Queen? Well, what an epic co-main event we just had. Because now... Oh, sorry, I need to be quiet.
The following contest is a fatal four-way match. Making his way to the ring, residing in Hollywood, California, weighing in at 225 pounds, The Miz!
Well, if Microme can really interrupt the silence, I guess I can as well, as we enter the second locked-in qualifier for tonight, as The Miz enters in at number 1 to this fatal four-way. The A-lister looking to make it into that locked-in matchup. And if we just look back at the bout from last year, he was one of the stars that did fight in the men's chamber. The Miz, Randall Keith Orton, the Demon Finn Balor, Big E, Rey Mysterio and Braun Strowman rounded out the field then. Tonight, he looks to join Abyss and last week's insane winner, in fact, a matchup of the week bout winner, Big Pat McAfee, in the chamber once more. And I don't know what it is, but these primetime co-main events seem to keep delivering absolute bangers, as tonight's was also one for the ages. But the main event looks to outdo what we just saw. You go from Hollywood royalty to the creepy, sinister Uncle Howdy. It's honestly two different sides of the coin. An action star versus a horror star. As the whispers grow, the fireflies fart a lie around the Primetime Arena here in Vancouver. I have a feeling they might not be, well, they might be flying after this bout. I could see Uncle Howdy winning it all here in your main event. Well, that was certainly interesting in terms of an entrance. How about we add some bad man vibes into this one?
And from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 425 pounds, Rikishi!
Big booty daddy. Repping the Usos. It's Rikishi. This matchup, it's forming. It's taking shape. We talked about it last week in these Fatal 4-Ways. It is a clash of styles, more or less. Last week it was Ethan Page, Aleister Black, Penta and Pat McAfee. You had speed and really just this slugger style on all of them. This one is just carnage. Pure, unadulterated carnage. As we welcome a former TV champ.
From Sinaloa, Mexico, weighing in at 80 kilos, Mr. Iguana!
We welcome a former TV champion into this qualifier for the belt. I'm gonna be honest. This man has achieved a lot in the short period of time of being on Primetime. He won a Battle Royale. He then beat Goldberg. He then beat Abyss for the title. He also beat Bron Breakker. And now he's going to probably beat 4 of the stars. Oh, 3 of the stars here. Enter Locked In Chamber and win all of that. Couldn't that be the most insane thing in the world? Well, stranger things has happened here in IPW as we kick off the main event, a locked-in qualifier. It's Uncle Howdy, Miz, Rikishi, and Mr. Iguana, all looking to join Abyss and Pat McAfee at the big live event, coming up in only a couple of weeks now. And with it, you have to think, questions are going to be raised. Because obviously, this will get us 50% of that chamber. With 2 weeks left, that means that there's technically going to be a week of double qualifiers. And you're goddamn right. Next week is going to be massive on Primetime. 4 of the 6 bouts, all shaping up to be locked in qualifiers, and it's the same thing on Breakdown. So much carnage ready to fill your screens in those big Fatal 4-Ways. I've got word that the women's side of things have been shaped up. We know what those 2 Fatal 4-Ways will look like. After tonight, we'll find out the men's, but just to give a little teaser as to what's to come next week on Primetime. We kick off the night in the most beautiful means. It's a woman's locked-in qualifier. Izzy Dame, Chelsea Green, Gigi Dolan, and Michin all battling in that opener for the 4th spot at the locked-in Prospects Chamber. And then we round out the night with the other women's locked-in qualifier. Lady Flammer
Zelina, Nikki Cross, and then Carmen Petrovic, all vying for a spot inside of Locked-In's Prospect Chamber. That's going to be pretty epic. Speaking of epic, Miss Uncle Howdy looking to win it here. Goes for the cover on The Miz, only gets a 1. But, just looking at the women's Locked-In qualifiers, they are very much breakout stars, new stars, vying for a chance. Outside of, I'd say, Chelsea Green, none of them have really won anything big in IPW. Actually, this could be an insane thing as Mr. Iguana down, spiking Rikishi's head into the canvas. Now looks to turn his attention to Uncle Howdy. Inverted scoop slam. Gonna work out for him as The Miz charges in, misses, eats a headbutt for his effort. Well, there's 3 bodies down. It's the spiking DDT. Keeps it that way. Cover hit from on Uncle Howdy. Bulldog from a Rikishi's gonna bust open The Miz. Mr. Iguana, I thought, may have been going for a Poison Rana, instead turns it into a Hurricane Rana. He gets hooked up by Rikishi, but quickly out of it. Up, down, Yoshi tonic from him. Outside the ring, Uncle Howdy is doling out the punishment onto The Miz, but still steps. It's a nightmare for Uncle Howdy as well. Mr. Garner does something pretty freaky there. Springboard. Oh, misses wildly. And the bad man looks to strike, sends him running, fires up as Mr. Iguana launched over the top. Miz flattens him, but he runs straight into a mandible claw. Uncle Howdy chokes him out. Cover here as well. Good for nothing. Rikishi's there to beat him up and break the pin. Power slam and a low blow. The Miz saying Uncle Howdy he's not having any more children. Skull crushing finale as well. Down goes the bad man. Mr. Iguana a mile away. Gonna be able to get there in time. Sprints to stop The Miz from getting his spot at Locked-In. His electric chair facebuster works in his favor as a big time powerbomb from Rikishi sends Uncle Howdy a flying. Big bad man forced away. The Miz baits him. Oh, super kick. Rikishi, the big booty daddy, looking to crush. Caught though. Mr. Iguana up top. Electric chair spins out. That bulldog flattens the Samoan. The Samoan isn't phased, it seems. He rolls out. He's not in a winning position because right now it's Uncle Howdy targeting the leg of Mr. Iguana. Oh! Sledgehammer from out of nowhere. The Miz connects onto Uncle Howdy. Cover here, right in front of Mr. Iguana, who breaks it up. That could have been it done and dusted right there. The Miz fails. He realistically should have succeeded. Big tornado DDT from The Miz connects. So does the sledgehammer. Rikishi can't connect onto Mr. Iguana, who spikes his head onto said sledgehammer. A neck breaker. And now
Up he goes. And down goes Uncle Howdy. Cover here for Mr. Iguana. He's been popping that shot off all night long. Well, now he's in position to continue the punishment. Big time DDT onto Damiz. It's just carnage everywhere. Bodies flying. Rikishi thriving. Big time power slam puts down Mr. Iguana. Instead, he's going to eat a shield DT from Damiz. Cover here for Mizadin. Good for 2, and Mr. Iguana says, nah, no more for you. Beautiful drop kick though. Awesome at that. Bigger 4. Woo! Someone had to do it. Locked in tight onto Mr. Iguana. But it's reversed. Pressure now shifts onto The Miz, who gets out of the hold. Kishi! Big time powerbomb. Crucifix bomb as well. That one's from Mr. Iguana, who's heads up top. Rikishi in trouble. Planted down. Cover here. Desperation for Mr. Iguana. 1, 2. No. Slow count. A referee has it out for Rikishi. Sorry, for Mr. Iguana, I should say. Reptile not going to get the W here tonight, it seems. IPW officials aren't a fan of what he can do. Uncle Howdy. Oh, eats a boot from Rikishi. He's now stood in the corner watching as The Miz taken down by Mr. Iguana. Springboard. That launches Uncle Howdy out the ring. Just slingshotted. Mr. Iguana's out of there as well. The Miz fails to connect. It's just him and Rikishi inside the ring. A belly to back suplex. A hard landing for The Miz onto the sledgehammer. Cover here. 1, 2. Uncle Howdy not called into action, but gets there. Kick out from The Miz to stay alive. Scorpion death drop. Gonna work out for him. Mr. Iguana flattened. Sledgehammer not thrown. And Uncle Howdy pushed against the ropes. BFT from The Miz. Cover here. 1, 2. Oh, nearly. Broken up by Uncle Howdy. Howdy ho! He's watching on. Springboard's going to work out for Mr. Iguana, but Uncle Howdy's right there. Fireman's carry with Mr. Iguana. Fall away with the Samoan drop. Wrong man to deliver that to. Cover here. And Uncle Howdy. He gets it done. A massive win here for him. The main event, well, it ends in carnage, and I, for one, enjoyed every moment of it. But that big spike put down Rikishi. You just see Uncle Howdy wakes up in time to break it up. That was almost certainly it. Then that Samoan drop onto Mr. Iguana. He's staggered on the ropes, and there's the 3 onto Rikishi.
Here is your winner, Uncle Howdy.
And surrounded by sledgehammers, the carnage of this qualifier works out for Uncle Howdy. And the Fireflies, well, they do get to fly to end the night. Thanks for joining me here on Primetime. I'll see you Thursday night for Breakdown.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win at life. I never miss, that's fact,